I'm Timothy Gassen. They call me the AZ Puck Man. I've been following hockey at the University of Arizona for more than 30 years. And this is my Wildcat Hockey Report. Welcome to the Wildcat Hockey Report. Let's send it over to Jackson Peters.
Hi, I'm Jackson Peters, and I'm joined here by the head coach of the University of Arizona Wildcats hockey team, Coach Chad Berman. And Coach, you guys are off to an excellent start this year. How important is that for you in a season like this where you have so many new guys coming to the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think you always want to get off to a quick start. I think it sets you up down the road, especially when you look at our schedule. We have got, the entire month of October. We're on the road here, so we prepared for that, and part of what we talked about was it's important that we get on a hot start while we're on the road. Hopefully, we're a team that hopes to be in contention for a conference championship come the end of the season. So if we can have a winning record on the road here, have them come back to our building in the backstretch here with all the pressure on them, I think that's a good situation for us moving forward.
And like we always talk about is this big, long month of October. You've been on the road almost the entire time. How has that affected your team? Has it given the new guys a chance to, bond with some of the veterans of this team? What are you guys doing to really mesh this team together on the road?
Yeah, it's been nothing but positive. We've spent a lot of time talking about the psychology of controlling your thoughts and what we can handle, and the guys have been excellent. The new guys, the veteran guys have been great and stepping up and really engaging with the new guys. And when you're stuck on a bus for 19 hours with a group of people, it's funny what you can come up with. We found out we're not very good at spelling. They had a rookie spelling bee that we didn't even make it through the 8th grade on. So the guys are having fun. We're having fun on and off the ice. It's a really close group, and I think it's showing. Every week we're getting a little better here.
And you talk about all this fun that these guys are having. Do you think that some of the new guys, the rookies, the freshmen, the transfers, are they bringing a little bit more excitement to this team, or do you think it's mostly the veterans that are bringing a lot of this energy to the season this year?
I think it's a little bit of both. We brought in guys who have winning pedigrees and are bringing a winning attitude, and I think you're seeing that. And I also think they're shooting a little bit of life into our veterans who are seeing what they're adding. And these guys had gone through the haul of pushing this program to where we are today, and it adds a lot of enthusiasm and energy into our room when you're winning. Obviously, it makes those road trips a lot easier. So we're just excited to be playing in meaningful games. And as we told the guys, the more games you win, the more important they become. So we're just enjoying the process and trying to keep our focus nice and short.
So these regular season games, you've been winning a ton, but the next home game you guys will have will be November 3rd against the NHL alumni team. And of course, this won't count towards the standings. You won't get any win percentage from it. But what is something your team can learn from a matchup against some NHL veterans?
Yeah, well, it's a great opportunity for the fans to see NHL players in our building here, and what a great showcasing of hockey for hockey out here in the West. Our players are going to learn a ton. I know last time we did this a couple years back, it's just they're so smart. It's the littlest things they do, jumping into pockets, reading plays in advance, and how well they play off the ice. I'm sure we'll find film that even show them, and any engagement they can have with those guys is just bonus. But, it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody involved, including our players. I know they're looking forward to it as well.
I've been speaking with head coach Chad Berman. I'm Jackson Peters. That'll conclude this section of the Arizona Wildcat Hockey Report, but stay tuned as Tim Gassen will interview one of the newest additions to the Wildcat hockey team.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Hockey Report. I'm Timothy Gassen, and I'm with a high-scoring member, a new member of the Wildcat squad. This is Bailey Marshall. Now, Bailey, you're on a scoring tear. Early in the season, you're averaging more than a goal and an assist each game. Are you doing anything different this year to account for this high scoring? You've always been a scorer at the college level, but since coming to Arizona, you're really ripping it up. Are you doing anything differently?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm doing anything differently. I just think that I'm meshing really well with a lot of the guys in the team, and our power play has been really good, and that's where a lot of my points have come from. So it's just a lot of the things the other guys are doing, and it's not all me. So it's definitely, I'm doing the same thing as last year, just getting lucky, I guess, this year so far. So
well, you definitely have some help on this Wildcat squad. Of course, you're a line mate with the All-ACHA All-Star Anthony Cusinelli. Now, you haven't played a lot of games together yet, but I can see an on-ice chemistry between you and Anthony Cusinelli. How do you form that kind of chemistry when you get into training camp with a new team? You're a transfer from the University of Central Oklahoma. How do you form that kind of chemistry with a new teammate, a new squad? Because it looks like you guys have been playing together for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a good player, and it's really easy to get in and start doing well with a player like that. I mean, we find each other pretty well. He's got a good shot, good release, so it's definitely helpful playing with him. And then some other line mates I played with, Stolly and Dungy, and just everyone's contributing. And definitely Cusinelli is a big part of our line, and it's definitely good playing with him. I'm having fun playing with him for sure.
Now, you've already been successful at the college level, and as I mentioned, you're a transfer from the University of Central Oklahoma, which every year has a very strong hockey program. Can you compare and contrast perhaps the offensive styles of Central Oklahoma and Arizona so far in your Arizona Wildcat season?
I'd say that this year Arizona is definitely looking better this year for us for sure, and it definitely looks more controlled in that everyone's just playing their role and stuff like that. And UCO is pretty much the same thing. Like, you just got to have guys playing the role that they're supposed to. You got to have the top guys scoring. You got to have the third, fourth line guys getting out there, banging bodies, and putting up a point here and there. So it's pretty similar this year, I'd say, to what UCO has been in the past, and I think that's why we're gonna have a pretty good season ahead of us.
Now, of course, the Wildcats and Central Oklahoma play in the same conference in the Western Collegiate Hockey League. Both look like they're going to compete for the league championship, and they're going to have to play each other. Is that going to be strange to go back and play your former teammates at UCO, or does that go away once the puck drops and you're just playing another team?
Yeah, I mean, when I get there, it's definitely gonna be nice to see a lot of the guys that I was buddies with, because I still can't stay in contact with them and stuff like that. But I mean, once the puck drops, it's definitely game time. Like, I got something to prove. Like, I left a team that has a good record every year, and definitely they're gonna want to take one from me this year. And when we play them every time, so it's definitely going to be a grind playing them, but it'll be good to see some of the old friends there.
Now, you're not the only Marshall on this Wildcat squad. Your younger brother, is a freshman on this Wildcat squad. Now, we've had brothers before on the Wildcats, and usually they have an intense rivalry with each other. Each brother wants to prove they're stronger, they're faster, they're better than their brother. Do you have that kind of relationship with your brother, or are you more of a mentor to your younger brother?
Yeah, I'd say more of a mentor. I mean, this is actually our first year ever playing together, which is pretty cool. And I mean, we're on the penalty kill together, and we've been tearing it up on the penalty kill. But yeah, I'd definitely say he looks up to me a little bit, and I mean, I try and lead him in the right direction. But you know, he's young, and hopefully he'll get there in his next couple years here.
Now, that's Dawson Marshall, the younger brother here. He's a couple years younger. So do you see yourself in him a little bit? Like, this was the kind of player I was, or the kinds of things that I had to learn as a player when I was a couple years earlier?
I'd say that we're just kind of different kind of players. Like, obviously lately I've been scoring a lot. He's more of a grinder kind of guy, doing well on the penalty kill. So he's just, like I said, like everyone's been doing, just filling his role, and that's just all that the team can ask for him.
We've been speaking with Bailey Marshall, the high-scoring forward of the Arizona Wildcats. We look forward to seeing you light the lamp again at the Tucson Arena, and we hope to see you here on the next Wildcat Hockey Report.